Hello Friendzies, welcome back to my channel. Now this video, couple things before I say it. When I originally wrote this down in my planner, I was a lot more like hyped up about it than I am right now, but I feel like as we go through the video, I will get more hyped up about it. Secondly, can we all use our brains here? Can we all just be intelligent people and understand that I don't need to put the caveat here? If you all think that I genuinely hate skinny people and hate people with eating disorders and wish them the worst, that's a you problem. If we could use our brains here, what I'm talking about, if you feel attacked throughout the video and you're somebody that's skinny, that's not up to me anymore. That's up to you. I'm kind of sick and tired as a fat person. And again, the more we get into this video, you'll hopefully understand. I'm so sick and tired as a fat person being like, no, I don't hate skinny people, and I do hope you get better from your eating disorder, because genuinely I do, but that's not what we're fucking talking about, and dismissing everything I'm saying to be like, oh, so you hate people that are skinny. At this point, yes. So, again, when I originally wrote down the idea for this video, I was a lot more worked up and was like, yeah, I really need to talk about this. So I don't remember the specific instance or video or thing that was said or I read online that like instigated this, but like I'm also not somebody that's like gonna talk with a lot of intelligence here. A lot of things that I say, obviously there's thought behind it, and there's people on the internet that have said it much more intelligently and like palatable than I say things. So I just talk shit here. And you should know that by now if you've been here for a while. If you're new, hi, hello. All I do is talk shit on the internet, and it's so fun. That's, it's my channel. It's the things I do here. So as a fat person and a person that has been fat my entire life, I am getting so sick and tired of the skinniness of everything. I'm so sick and tired of it. I can already tell I'm getting worked up. I knew I would get worked up again as soon as I started talking. Again, I don't remember specifically what like video specifically or like thing I saw online activated the irritation, because my life has always been like this. It's always been the skinny culture. It's always been the United States beauty standards, and the beauty standards also in other places in the world. But I'm only going to be speaking of the United States because that's where I'm from and that's the only culture I have knowledge to, right? It's always been a thing. I've been fat my entire life. My entire life, I've been told essentially that the way I look is not desirable and is not worth value or anything like that. And I've talked about this on the channel before. I didn't know I was supposed to feel bad about myself and feel like a piece of shit for being fat until I started going to school and was told that by other children. I had no idea. And I'm not going to sit here and say there aren't days where I'm like, yeah, I hate myself. I'm a human being. That happens. That's how humans are. But also, I've talked about this. Shame is a learned thing. Shame is not a natural human emotion. It's learned. It's taught. So for the most part, I don't ever care. I'm hot. I'm hot as fuck. I got a fat ass, I got big tits, and correct opinions. I don't know what people want me to do here. I don't know why people want me to hate myself so badly. And even if it's not specifically targeted at me as a person, it's targeted as me as a person because I'm fat. There's nothing I'm going to be able to say or do in this country that's going to override the fact that I'm fat first. You know what I mean? Obviously, again, this is more of a like in-depth thing. This is where people that like really need to get in their brains. Obviously, whiteness. I'm a white woman. You can see me. I have a lot more privilege than most of the people in this country. Not all of them, because unfortunately, cishet able-bodied white men exist. But I still have a lot of privilege as a white woman. I have so much privilege. I have pretty much all of the privilege, again, except for the white men. But being fat is like it's a different thing. We're not talking about like that part of things. I just wanted to establish that before somebody tries to pull that up as well. Anyway, I'm going off the rails because again, I don't remember exactly where I wanted to go with this specific thing. I'm getting so sick and tired of it. I'm getting so sick and tired of it. And I think it's because I'm older now. So I have a lot more awareness. I have access to the internet and I have a lot more awareness when I'm using the internet. So I have the scope and the ability to see things worldwide and not just like in my bubble, in my town, in my country. I can see things worldwide. And it's just a lot more prevalent to me. And also the country that we live in right now and the president that we have right now and the just state of the overall world, not just the United States. We're a fucking nightmare dumpster fire. But not being ignorant to the other things that are happening in the world, it's especially here in the United States, it feels like it's so much worse lately. The skinny epidemic and like people needing to be skinny and like the fat shaming. And the fat shaming part doesn't bother me. Again, because I have been fat my entire life. I've lived this life. I'm 30 years old and I've been fat for all 30 years. I've never had the experience of like the losing weight and then gaining weight. You know what I mean? But I know for a fact that skinny people are treated better because that's the entire world and that's also been my entire life. I've watched skinny people be treated better. I've watched people in smaller bodies be treated better. All those things about like, if you really want to know like how a guy is as a person, see how he treats your fat friends. I've been there. I've done that. I'm fully aware. I've seen so many people, not directly to my face because I'm friends with good people and they would never fucking do that. There's a difference between like talking about your insecurities and telling a fat person to their face that you would want to die instead of looking like them, right? Like there's a difference. And I have a lot of friends that have struggled with eating disorders and everything. So again, it's not without fucking empathy on my part. And I don't feel like, I hate feeling like I have to defend that part. Be like, I hate skinny people, but I understand people struggle. I hate having to do that because like, use your fucking brain. No duh. I should be allowed to talk about how I hate how the world in this country views fat people without people being like, yeah, but skinny people suffer too. I'm fucking sick of it. I'm so tired. Get a personality, get a hobby, have something about yourself that's good other than being skinny. Weight and looks do not have moral value. I fucking hate skinny bitches that their entire personality is being skinny. Y'all are so fucking boring and you're always usually super fucking mean because you're starving. I don't want to call it an eating disorder because I don't think it ever was, but there were times in my life for different reasons that I wasn't eating, whether it was depression or poverty or being in a house where it didn't feel safe to eat. And I was so focused on being able to eat because I was hungry. I wasn't sitting there miserable, scared to go into the kitchen or the pantry and grab a snack and thinking like, oh my God, but while I'm being like locked away from food, maybe I'll get skinny. Oh my God, maybe. The only times I have felt bad about myself is when people tell me I should. Whether it was in school, whether it was an abusive parent, whether it was abusive family members, the only times I have felt bad about being fat and being in this body is when I was told that I should feel bad about it. There is nothing wrong with the way I look. There's nothing wrong with being fat. Again, I have a fat ass, big tits, and correct opinions. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm fucking perfect. If you haven't noticed, I also have a God complex. Hey! My fatal flaw is hubris. And I'm aware of that. Anyway. And the thing is, the whole body positivity thing, like people have moved away from body positivity and gone to like body neutrality because at this point we should all just feel neutral about our bodies because I think that is realistically the best thing is just everybody felt neutral. I would like if everybody actually liked themselves and cared about themselves. Everybody. Especially all the fat bitches out there, but like I just wish everybody liked themselves a little bit more, and it seems like the people that really don't like themselves are the ones that are struggling. And that's not me being mean, and that's not telling you that you're a piece of shit for struggling with an eating disorder, but that's me saying that like if you liked yourself even a little bit, we probably wouldn't have a problem here. And it's bigger systemic issues, it's bigger problems in the long run, but regardless, a lot of people are so mean and terrible and awful because they're fucking hungry, because they think that the best thing they can do in any way, shape, or form is to be skinny. And it's exhausting, and I'm so sick of it. Again, I think it's because I see more of it and I see varieties of it because access to the internet, being an adult, being able to like open my brain and see different things from different perspectives and everything. And it's just, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I'm so bored. If nothing else, like I've had plenty of things in my life where I'm like, I wish this would just be done. I wish we could just get over it and move on. I've had plenty of things like that in my life. I have not been bored very much in my life. I'm very lucky, you know, very first world problem of me to complain that I'm bored. I'm so fucking bored. You bitches are boring. You're boring. I'm so tired. I need entertainment. And seeing like fucking competitive eating disorders in every facet of entertainment, if nothing else, like that's just it. In the United States specifically, what do we have? Bread and circuses, right? That's what the rich people like do. It's the bread and circuses of it all. Keep the lowers entertained so they don't pay attention to what you're doing. They're taking away the circuses and they're actively taking away the bread. Our country is assisting Israel in committing genocide, and a huge part of that genocide is famine. Because famine is not natural, famine is man-made. So we are actively starving Palestine and Palestinians to try to kill them off. So why are you here? And I'm not saying the United States is any better to its citizens. The waste problem in this country is fucking insane. We throw away so much perfectly good food just so poor people don't get any, right? I'm not saying it's any better, but we have better access in this country to food than Palestine does. And if a lot of people in this country think that just because they're white and they live in the Western world and they live in the United States, if you all think you're so much better than them, then why are you starving yourselves when we are starving them? That's the thing that doesn't make sense to me. And if you want to think about it on that like base level, like bullshit, no empathy for other people level, why are you starving yourself? Why is being skinny the most important thing for you when we're forcing people to starve to death? Make it make sense to me because it fucking doesn't. There's so many nuances, there's so many additional things to it, but like growing up poor and growing up with an abusive parent for a good chunk of my life until I was about 11, 12 years old, because that's when I stopped, that parent stopped having access to me, basically. Food between poverty and abuse is like a big thing. It becomes a big thing. It can become a big thing. Again, there were times where I did not have access to things, and there were times where that access was completely taken away from me, out of my control. And if I did get the food, I was abused because of it. I was verbally and emotionally abused for eating because I was a fat child. And the fact that I ate because I was at another parent's house and that parent was supposed to take care of me, I was treated like shit and called terrible things because I was already a fat kid. So why did I need to eat more, even though I hadn't eaten since I left my house the day before? That fucking Caleb Heron, is that how you say his last name? Podcast clip where he's talking to another person and, you know, they say, why did you like mom's house better than dad's? And they say resources. It makes me laugh every time. It absolutely makes me laugh because it's so true. But yeah, I think that was it. I'm just the thing is too, I think a lot of this is coming from being into K-pop. And again, I'm not going to make a lot of commentary on K-pop and everything because again, it's not something I understand very well and it's nothing I could say like very intelligently, and I don't want to say anything that might accidentally come across as racist because that's not my intention at all. It's not what I'm trying to do. But I think being into K-pop and seeing it seems like lately a lot of groups, IVE specifically, because IVE is a group that I like. It seems like a lot of groups, it's always an issue because that is also abuse to the idols. A lot of like starving the idols and everything, that's abuse. But it does seem like a lot of groups lately are having a harder time with it with eating and weight loss and everything, and it's like I'm getting exhausted, and it like, and again, very first world problem, it's starting to get annoying that I can't enjoy something without just feeling absolutely fucking like, just like, okay, great, another one, because it's exhausting to me. If you want to sit here and think that I have absolutely no empathy and you're just like, oh my God, you don't care about people with eating disorders, if you genuinely think that, again, that's not my problem. If you feel attacked by what I'm saying in this video, that's not my problem. You got to use your brain. But I'm so bored. I'm so bored that the biggest things we're talking about for certain like K-pop groups and certain celebrities is like how much weight loss is happening, whether positive or negative, because there are plenty of people that I'm seeing, like especially the cast of Wicked. A lot of people are like, are they okay? They're not, because they're starving. But instead of talking about like the movie or like funny interviews or like interesting things or like records that they're breaking for like celebrities and K-pop, I'm getting really bored and sick and tired of it. I really am. It's so fucking boring. If we're going to be distracted by bread and circuses, if we're going to be distracted by entertainment, it needs to be actually entertaining, and it's not anymore. It's really not getting to that point anymore, because everybody's talking about what diets they're on. Everybody's talking about how they can't eat certain things. Everybody's talking about how they're working out and losing weight and like blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I care about your next comeback. I like Stray Kids even does it a lot of the time, and I love Stray Kids so much. Stray Kids is my alt group. I love them so much. I cry about them every 3 to 6 months. Literally like clockwork. You can fucking ask my friends. Every like 3 to 6 months, I have a breakdown about how much I love them. It's just a thing. And even then, the second I see like a bubble message or like a subtitle in one of the skiz codes about like somebody taking like, and this is, I love Only Chan's, like don't get me wrong, like I love videos of his muscles and everything, but at the same time, like I don't want to fucking hear about your weight loss. I don't want to hear about your diet. I don't want to hear about that one time where you didn't get to eat for a week because you were prepping for a Louis Vuitton fashion show. Like, Felix, I love you so much, Lee Felix. I love you so fucking much. You're everything to me. I think you're an incredible person. I don't know you, but I think you're an incredible person. I don't fucking care anymore. I hope you're okay. I hope this doesn't like dictate the rest of your life, but I don't fucking care anymore. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I don't care. The whole thing, and it's like, I'm gonna sound like a conspiracy theorist, but people understand the whole thing, realistically, when you go to the root of all of it, is just so that like white supremacists, everybody that doesn't fit their ideal dies, kills themselves or dies. That's literally what it is. They don't want fats, they don't want uggos, they don't want black people. Like, at the end of the day, the long and the short of it, the root of all the problems is white supremacy, unfortunately, ruling every facet of our society and making things up of our society. And I sound like my conspiracy theorist brother. I love him so much, but like, that is the root of it. And I'm so tired. I'm so fucking bored, and I'm so tired. I love my fat ass. I love my big tits. I love my correct opinions. I'm so sick of every part of my life. I can't go anywhere without seeing an ad about like the new slim, like new weight loss. That fucking Rebel Wilson YouTube ad where she's like, go micro with Noom, whatever the fuck that weight loss bullshit is. I'm so sick and tired of it. I'm so tired. It's so fucking boring. Call me skinny phobic at this point, because I don't care. I'm about to start biting people. If you bitches aren't gonna eat, I'm gonna start eating you. I don't know what else to tell you. And I'm laughing because I'm like in so much disbelief. Like, this isn't funny. I'm in so much disbelief, and it feels like what I'm saying is like, oh yeah, that makes sense. But I know to so many people, it doesn't make sense. And they're like, well, you're just a fat, ugly bitch and you're jealous. I know that's how a lot of you bitches think. And it's exhausting. You're boring and you're mean because you're starving. Go eat a slice of pizza and get over it. I cannot wait to see the fat phobia in my comics too, like my comments. When this breaches containment, because I know it's going to, especially because I know I'm going to advertise it on my Instagram story. When this breaches containment and reaches the people that are too fucking stupid to think because they're not eating and they're not getting fuel for their brains, I cannot wait for the fat phobic comments in my in the comments. Like I can't wait for them, because all of you are so unoriginal because you cannot think of anything new because you're starving. Go have a fucking snack. I had an incredible breakfast this morning. Like, this is why I have so much energy to be doing this. I had an incredible breakfast this morning. I had a bagel, 1 slice with cream cheese, 1 slice with guacamole. Listen, we have some fire guacamole in the fridge. With like turkey on it, some turkey slices, some cheese. I didn't have a tomato. If I had a tomato, I would have done that. I'm gonna go have a fucking snack after this. I'm probably gonna go grab my granola bar. What am I gonna have for lunch? I have a couple things of leftovers that might have for lunch. I might have a peanut butter and jelly. I might have the fucking rest of the pasta and chicken from last night. Who knows? But I am going to eat because I love eating. Oh my God, what did I get with Megan? Megan and I were out. You'll see the bestie vlog, or you've seen the bestie vlog. I don't know when this video is coming out compared to that video, but we went out a couple weeks ago and we went to a Korean bistro in the city. And I apologize if I say this wrong, but I got this huge fucking dish of tteokbokki, and I don't remember how to pronounce it, but the pancake with scallions, and Megan got a bowl of, again, if I say this wrong, please correct me, kimchi jjigae. Fucking delicious. I ate all of the tteokbokki, and then I brought the pancake home because I had like 4 they sliced it like little pizza slices. I ate like 4 slices and then had weight, like I was like full. So I brought that home and had the rest of that at home. But later that night, Megan and I also went out to a Texas Roadhouse. I think that was, it was her birthday dinner. So like I just went with her, and I got a salad. I wasn't having that like bullshit moment where I was like, oh my God, I ate too much earlier. I just like after the tteokbokki, because like I'm not like, I like spicy food, but it too much of it like hurts my belly. I have sensitive belly problems because my mother has sensitive belly problems and it's genetic. But I had a salad and it was like so refreshing and just like really nice, and had big pieces of chicken in it, and I had like 3 rolls of bread because that butter is so good. Like food is incredible. And the fact that people don't want to eat because they're so scared about being fat is really depressing to me. I feel really bad for you bitches, but at the same time, I'm sick and tired of like place-sating you, because there are too many people that will look a fat person in the eye and be like, my worst fear is looking like you. That's a bad fear. We're in a fascist police state and your worst fear is being fat. Please get the fuck over yourself. Take a bite of something and like chill out. Have a snack, take a nap. You'll probably feel significantly better about yourself. So that's the video. I cannot wait for this to breach containment. It's going to be hilarious because all of the fat phobic comments are going to be the exact same. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed and if you fucking agree with me. Okay? I need to know that all the other fat bitches are like, thank God somebody said it, because I do feel like a lot of fat bitches feel like they have to be nice. And I'm really sick and tired of being nice about it. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.